Hello and welcome to part 102. In this video, we will understand what are anonymous methods and what is a lambda expression. Anonymous method is a method without a name. This was introduced in C# version 2. They provides a way of creating delegate instances without having to write a separate method. Let's go to Visual Studio and understand this with an example. I have opened up my Visual Studio and currently I have a customer class which is having three properties. So let's create a customers list and add some customers in it. So I have created a list named customers, and within this list I have added four customers with their IDs and name and age. Okay. Now let's see how we can find a customer in this list. If we have seen the video where we have discussed list, we can find a customer using the find method that is available in the list class. Let's see that. So when we will type customers and put a find here, let's see what is the parameter that find is taking. Find is basically taking a predicate. If I go to the definition of find, if I right click here and click on go to definition, you can see here it is expecting a predicate. And if I go to the definition of predicate, predicate is nothing but a delegate that is predefined, which is having the return type as boolean and having one input parameter, right? And this parameter can be of any type. This is a generic delegate. Okay, coming back to our demo class. Here you can see the find method is taking a predicate. So now let's create a method that will match the definition of predicate delegate. So as we know, predicate will always return a boolean. Let's call my method name as find customer. And this will take a customer's object. Let's call it C. And what we want to do, right? We want to check if the customer ID is equal to 103, then return true, else just return false. So just for example, I will just put the logic c.id equal to 103. Okay. So basically if the customer's ID is 103, then only we are returning true, else it will return false. So this is our step one. So step one is we have created a method which is matching the signature of predicate delegate. Okay. And now the step two is I need to create an instance of predicate delegate. So let's see how we can create it. Predicate. I need to pass the type because the input parameter I'm taking is a customer object. So I need to specify customer here. Let's call it predicate equal to new predicate of customer type, and within this I need to pass the method which I want to point to. As we already know, delegates are type safe function pointers, so I need to pass a function which is matching the definition of predicate delegate. So this is my method, so I'll just put it here. You will notice compilation error is now gone. Now what is the third step? Third step is we need to pass down this delegate to the find method. So let's say that is step 3. Okay. I need to pass this delegate here. Okay, very simple. So this was the first step, creating the method, creating the predicate, and finally passing down that predicate to the find method, because as we have discussed earlier, the find method takes predicate and predicate is having this signature. Now let's store the result of the find method in some variable because it will return a customer object. So let me create a customer object and let me call it result equal to whatever find method will give. And finally, let's print the result and just print the name of the customer like this. Okay. If I run my program, let's see what will happen. We are getting John back because John is having customer ID as 103. So basically what is happening, find method is invoking the method find customer for all the customers available. And for customer ID 103, the condition is getting true. That's why we're returning that particular customer from here. If you see here, right, for a very simple logic, for this very simple logic, we have to do so many steps. First, need to create a method. Then we need to create a predicate, then pass down that predicate. Instead of that, C# has provided a way to pass down the method as delegate instances within the find method, right? So what we can do, we can get rid of this thing, step 1. We can get rid of step 2 also. And here, when we're passing the predicate, right, what we can do, we can use the delegate keyword like this, and I can specify customer C like this and return c.it equal to 103. So what I have done, right, I have removed the method and I have directly passed the method directly here. I have passed the method as a delegate instance. So I have used the delegate keyword to create the method, right? What we were having earlier, we were having the method like this. So this is what we were having. So when we declare the method with a name, right, we call it a named method. And when we are passing down a method using the delegate keyword, we call it anonymous method, because here there is no name for this method, right? That's why we call this anonymous method. So let's remove this again and run the program again, and let's see if there is any change in our result. You can notice there is no change in our result. We are still getting the customer who is having the customer ID as 103. So this, what we have added here, right, this is nothing but an anonymous method. So now we are clear what are anonymous methods. Now let's see what is a lambda expression. If you see here, right, this syntax is not very readable. We can make this more readable using the lambda expression. When we say lambda expression, right, in lambda expression, we can get rid of the delegate keyword and we can get rid of the type which is specified here. And we can use the equal to and greater than symbol. So if I run my program like this, so now what I've done, I have replaced my anonymous method with the lambda expression. I mean, it is still an anonymous method, but this time we are using the lambda expression to create it instead of using the delegate keyword. Okay, we can simplify this further because this is having only one line of code, right? So whenever we have only one line of code, we don't need to provide these curly braces and we don't have to provide the return keyword also. So I can just remove these curly braces like this and get rid of this curly brace also here. Once it is done, I can remove the semicolon also at the end. Now if I run my program again, right, I will get the same result. Okay, so this is nothing but the lambda expression. So you see, first we have used the named method. From named method, we have moved to the anonymous method and we have used the delegate keyword to create the anonymous method, and using the lambda expression, we can make things even simpler and just provide this operator here equal to greater than and provide the condition here. So whatever will be the result of this condition, right, that will be the return from this anonymous method. That's it for this video, guys, and I think this will be the last video of this playlist because I think I have covered most of the basic concepts that you have to learn as a beginner. But if you still think there are some topics which I have missed and which you think I need to explain, please mention those topics in the comments below and I will definitely make a video on those topics also. Thank you for watching.